Good morning, guys. So I see that all of you put this little heart out in the group. That means that you actually completed this task for yesterday, which was to actually find out what it is that you want. And you have to create your shopping list, both for your professional life and for your personal life, and then choose one thing out of each and every one, like on each list, that you want more than anything. And probably a lot of you put up that heart without doing the task. Well, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but normally that's the drill when we say we want to do something, but then we're not really up for the job. But I'm gonna tell you this, that if you today will take your car out on the driveway, and then you're like, okay, should I take left or right? Should I drive west, east? Like, you have no clue where you're going. Should you just go around in circles? Or would you just go west and then west and then west? You wouldn't do that. When you sit in the car, you have a destination normally. So you have to do that with your life as well. If you don't know where you're going, you're just kind of drifting away, and actually you're more dying than growing, because everything is energy and we're all vibrating. That means that if you're not growing as a person, then that means you're dying. And that's why we're doing this exercise, because more people need to have goals in their life, and more people have to, be more, what do you call it? Well, have higher standards so they actually achieve them. So the thing is with goal setting is that we have three different types of goals. We have A-type goals and A-type goals that are mainly goals that, you have probably already achieved them. For me, for example, let's say that my goal is that I want to go to the gym 5 times a week. Yeah, but I already do that. Like, I already achieved that. That's not a goal. And then we have B-type goals. And B-type goals are things that you know that you can achieve. I'm not gonna eat sugar for 1 month. You've done it before. You know that you can reach it. Or that you say, oh, I wanna buy a new car. And you have a car that you bought new 4 years ago. Well, you know that you can reach those goals. But then we have the last type of goal, which is a C-type goal. And the C-type goals, they are goals that are so big that you have no clue how to reach them. And you cannot reach them by staying the same person as you are today. To be able to reach higher goals, get better results, and get better rewards in life, you have to become a better version of yourself. Your rewards in life are always going to be in direct ratio to what you're contributing to the world. So you have to become a better version of yourself to be able to get higher rewards and be, more of an asset to the world as well. But let's see. So I hope all of you set the C-type goal. If you did not, go back again, and if your goal was like a money goal, then just add a number, like add a 0 at whatever you were writing in there. Just make it bigger. Just make it scare you so much. And this is something that you need to want this. Like, really, really, really want this. You don't have to believe that you can achieve it, but you have to want it. It's not going to be a goal that you're like, okay, but if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, I don't care. That doesn't work. You have to truly, truly, truly want it. And sometimes you have to go deep to get that. You have to go really, really deep, because we're not used to fantasize. We're not used to using our imagination. We're used to listening to whatever comes to us through our mental faculties. The normal faculties, like our sight, hearing, or smell, sense, and all of that. And we're not used to imagine. And you have to imagine to be able to get here. Because, someone said, okay, we're going to put a man on the moon. And they imagined that before it happened, before they knew it was possible, before they knew actually how to do it. So that's exactly what you have to do. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's going to be necessary during these days. So all of us have two minds. We have, this is a drawing of ourselves, if you're wondering, but we have two minds. So let this represent your minds. You have one, which is the conscious mind. The conscious mind is where we bring in all the information. So when you read a book or you listen to me here and you're like, yeah, that sounds like she knows what she's talking about, or something like that, that goes into your thinking mind. But you have another mind which is in charge of everything, which is your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is your emotional state. And the truth is that everything, like all of our environment during our whole, grow up and everything, childhood and everything, our environment shapes what's in the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind controls what actions the body take. And they do that in 97% of the cases. That means that you and I are doing 97% of our daily tasks on autopilot. And that shit is fucking scary. I'm really sorry for swearing. But that means that if you just, you wake up in the morning, you probably get out of the bed in the same side, you go to the bathroom, you grab a cup of coffee, you take your breakfast, which is the same as the other one, you drive the same way to work and all of that, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, how did I get there? I didn't even know. You didn't have to think, it just happens. So 97% of all of our actions are controlled by your subconscious mind. And that means to be able to actually reach this goal that you want to reach, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind so that your body can take new action, which will give you a new result. That is not what you have today. So this means basically that the only way to reprogram your subconscious mind is by repetition or trauma. So we're gonna go for repetition because we don't want anyone to have any traumas during these 15 days. But we're gonna go to repetition. So that means that right now you have come up with a goal. Let's say that that's a why idea. And you implement it in your conscious mind. And that feels good, I want a Tesla of every color, for example. Oh, that feels good. Like I want that. But when you start taking it in your subconscious mind, everything is just gonna tell you not to do it, that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, this is not what you have experience of, and you don't have the money, and you haven't been earning money for your whole life, and how could you ever imagine you owning 5 different Teslas in 5 different colors? So this is what's gonna happen. But what we're gonna do is that we're gonna continue to take conscious action to be able to reprogram our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind doesn't know what is true or what is false. That means that we can start feeding it with what we want to be, like what we want to have and who we are as a person. So your task, just to kind of get you to understand this really, really quick, we have a conscious mind, we have a subconscious mind. Subconscious mind controls everything that we do. It makes the body take actions. Normally actions that are in harmony with your subconscious mind would give you a result that in harmony with subconscious mind. So, for example, if you are broke or if you are overweight and your program, your self-image and everything in you know and say that you are overweight, you're gonna probably take that cookie anyway, and that's gonna give you a result that you don't lose weight, which is gonna give you a little receipt back in your subconscious mind. It's like, yeah, it was true. I am fat. And we don't want to do that because we want to reprogram our subconscious mind. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna repeatedly implement this why idea, this new goal that we have for 2021. Feel free to, text me privately if you need any help with this, or if you want to tell me your goal or anything like that. That's 100% fine. You can write it in the group too if you feel comfortable with it. But what we're gonna do is that every morning and every evening and whenever you feel down, you are gonna write your goal down on a paper every single day for the rest of this year. So that means that you're gonna write on a piece of paper with a pen, not on your phone, not on your computer, I am so happy and grateful now that I am, and whatever your goal is. And just what's very, very important here is that it's in the present tense. It already happened. That's the number one thing. And the second thing is that you cannot have anything negative in this. So let's say, for example, that you can say, now that I'm not overweight anymore. You have to say, now that I'm happy and healthy, and my body is happy and healthy, for example, and fit, whatever you would like to put in there. Or not that, now that I'm no longer in debt. You have to say, now that I am successful, because by being successful, you will take care of the debt. So that's definitely what you want to do. So write down your goal. It should be one sentence. You should also bring it on a card and just, I have it here on my computer. I have it on my vision board next to my bed. And I look at it and I write it down. So every morning, every evening, you do this. And what's gonna happen now is that maybe you don't believe it now, and maybe it feels like this is silly, and maybe this is not, what would this help or whatever. Right now you might not believe it, but what we want to do is we want to transform, we want to change your under beliefs on what you are capable to, so we can reprogram your subconscious mind, and we can also start taking new action which will give you a new result. So if you want a new result, you have to go through this process. It's impossible otherwise. And all the big athletes, all the top ones out there, they do lots of mental training to get to where they are. And that's definitely what you would like to do. So this was for today. Make sure that you got your goal set down, written down on a on a card, bring it with you, and then you write it down 2 times a day, and whenever you feel sad or feel low or whatever. And let's start with that this upcoming day. And don't put it hard if you don't do the task, okay? So we want to hold each other accountable. So you have to do the work to be able to get the results. It doesn't matter if you're in this group and you still don't do the tasks. It's unnecessary. Just do something else. And if you truly want things to change, you have to use the power, the knowledge that you're getting, and take action upon it. Knowledge is only power if you use it. So go out, do that, and have a lovely Thursday, and we'll see you soon.